Oh, sugar. Well, I got a little bit too excited there. Started off way too early. And well, that's the interesting thing about using the studio version of OBS is that can sometimes happen, I'm afraid. So I do apologise. Sugar, it's the it's the swearing for people that don't want to swear on stream. Looks like we are going to receive a pause in this one. Definitely required on my end. It was one of those games where you don't expect them to start as quickly as they do start. In regards to this one, it's just everyone just readied up at the same time. So I was like, quick, press this. But studio, you actually have to do the transition. You can't just click on the scene or press a hotkey. That being said, 5Degree, I'm going to take the first one. I'm just going to have a little read of the chat. I'm just generally intrigued on what's going on at the moment. There's no knife in this one. Interesting. So I think the pause was called relating to the fact that there wasn't a knife round to decide who starts where. By the looks of it. Yeah, the kills were really good. Divinity had himself a really good pistol round. I want to describe the frags. I mean, it's been and gone at this point, but Divinity had some sort of moving pistol frags going into that one. That being said, the rest of the game will be visible for yourselves. It's teething problems as we head back into the VAL League. That being said, these games are going to come thick and fast, and the casts are going to come thick and fast again, so it's going to be getting back into the rhythm of things. Definitely had some teething issues on the admin side of things as well, and I think with these servers as well, things will certainly improve from the admins that are running them as well as the league goes on. So for a lot of people who've had any troubles going so far with the servers or anything, rest assured it will get better. 5Degree at the moment, top end of banana. Do have a couple of players towards the A site, so not committing any more push yet as Jake does a little bit of probing, knows where Haz is at the moment. Surely Jake's going to hear that of Pebbles, and well, could have a nice little fake going around there. Pebbles and Haz have fallen for that completely. Pair 5Degree have lost a player, but they're going to be able to stand first on the side. Jake has to be careful here. He's going to find the frag onto Pebbles. Probably going to go down. That's how spamming away through the smoke, just trying to find something at the moment. 4 versus 4, 5Degree are the ones with the bomb down. Not to mention considerable advantage with these weapons at the moment. Alex isn't actually going to find anything on that side because the entirety of 200 knives are going to be coming from the same direction at the moment. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what 200 knives do at this point. Maybe possibly try and play for an exit or two. 5Degree should play this one smart. Exit together. Well, Koos is just going to attacks here. He finds someone quiet. Plenty of time to switch out for the USP there as Dak misses some shots towards Koos. 5Degree going to take another round, and well, quite convincingly as well once that bomb went down. Nice little fake towards the A site. Done a good job of steering the attention away from that B hit. Despite losing the player, didn't matter too much in this round. No risks taken from 5Degree so far. Round 3 going to come in at the moment. 200 knives are going to be in a situation where they're going to have to eco for the next round. So 5Degree expected to win this one with some relative ease. Being said, 5Degree are a team more than any other side. Not to underestimate any team, no matter what certainly they've had on. One thing that I do say quite a lot about this team and talk about is a specific game in a different tournament where they did lose the entirety of their team to a full eco. And I would suggest that has taught them the biggest lesson of all. Not to underestimate. In the end, 5Degree do win that one against a ecoing 200 knives. So this is going to be the first proper round. At least in my opinion, always the best one to sort of get an initial intention of who's going to be the more quality side when you come into rounds like such as this one. There he goes over, and Koos just needs to be careful as well. Some utility dropping around him at present. something, and Abel's going to find Divinity. Caught off guard in apartments. 5Degree. The health not looking good from at the moment. Coots is going to find Haz. Dak starts pulling away onto site. Needs the support of his team here. Pebbles is starting to move around, but it might be too little too late. 5Degree are going to start pushing at this point. Dak is too late. Try and stop this from possibly entering in the way of 5Degree, but just as we say that, Alex is going to be the last player alive, but look at where he is at the moment. There's a possibility for him to do something here. He's going to be able to push the A site. Only going to be one player potentially challenging him, and that's going to be Slumph. Oh. Well, it does appear now Abel also starting to make his way around to the A site, so this is going to make things all the more difficult for Alex. He's managed to sweep the A site. Bomb's going to go down, and at this point now 200k are aware of where Alex is, but he's got a lot of work to do if he's going to try and want to find this. He is going to be able to find Abel. That's going to put him in a 1 versus 2, and he does know the player position of Slump, and he's going to find that one as well. Alex with an absolutely fantastic chance of winning this one here, and he's going to do it. Manages to find Pebbles, and well, that is a fantastic clutch going to come out from in there, just as we thought. 200k had that one in the bag. 5Degree and Alex. Just showing us why this guy is quite impressive sometimes. And that's going to give him the confidence now going forward. 5Degree make it 4 rounds in a row as we start this one off on Inferno. Oh, well. Multiple kills going down in towards mid at the moment. That's going to leave Pebbles last alive. Deagle versus 4 AK-47 certainly going to be a tricky one. Only Callum going down from the 5Degree side at present. Well, he's got to be right around this corner is going to be Jake. Well, a little bit of shoots to the body. But yeah, certainly was a nice 1 versus 3 back in round 4. Maybe that will set the tone of the game coming in here. 5Degree have had a strong start. Interesting to see if they can keep this one going and the momentum flowing. Round number 6. Pebbles and Callum get into a little bit of a duel, but it's Pebbles who's going to come out on top. He's going to find the frag onto Callum. Slump, this could be a nice nade coming out for him. In fact, that is going to do a little bit of damage. I believe it was to Divinity. Yes, it was. He's down to 70 HP, but 5Degree are going to start pushing up Banana at this point. Fast play is going to come out here, and well, this might just be a little careless from Koots. He's going to go down. 200k have been given an absolute chance here to get back into this one once again. Divinity going to be the player still towards this A site. The rest of his team's going to be in mid. Might start making their way back towards the A site. 5Degree have got work to do if they want to get back into this one. 3 versus 1. Some utility being used, and that's a great one. Alex onto Abel. That's going to open things a little bit further. Slump's in a nice position though. He's going to find 2 to finish that one off. 200k get their first round on the board. Round number 7 coming to come in for us now. 5Degree have had a very strong start, but 200k being impressive in that round. Able to find some early aggression. Careless play coming out from 5Degree. This could actually be quite a good aggressive push. Going to use that smoke to their advantage. Pebbles, in fact, could be with the first to find a frag here, and well, connects Alex through the wall, and he's going to find himself another one. Pebbles to find 2 to start this round off well for 200 knives. And well, the positions of Haz as well is absolutely fantastic. Haz surely in the right place at the right time. About time for Haz, and well, he's going to find himself 3. Going to shut down 5Degree and give 200 knives the second round. Haz taking a 3k. And well, in previous tournament, I made fun of this guy. I always seemed to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. But well, in that round, the flank, the lurk comes out triumphant in the end. 5Degree need to be careful now. This lead they've built themselves could be about to crumble. 5Degree going to be running with 3 Deagles, 2 CZs. CZs on Coots and Callum. As they slowly make their way towards this A site. Slump and Pebble's going to be the ones who most likely defend a fast push. That's going to be Slump. That's going to slow things down, do a little bit of damage. Slump needs to be careful there, and he almost managed to find himself a third. And well, Divinity going to be the last alive for his team at the moment. In a 1 versus 4, he's going to try and bring this all through that he's managed to claim from Pebbles, it seems. It's an interesting angle that he's holding at the moment. A lot of potentiality for a 200 nice player to come behind him, considering the positions of the players. Good confidence to be able to just hold that for a little bit of time and not be worried about someone coming from behind, but definitely need to be careful. 50 seconds to try and save this up to the next round. It's going to be a tricky task, especially if 200 Knives late round decide they want to push it. I think at the moment, as you can see, the positioning of them just wanting to wrap around that bomb, really. Divinity. That is a horror show. Misses the frag on Tahaz. And he knows we're watching. He knows we saw it. He won't be happy with himself at the end of that one. 200 Knives are going to make it 3 rounds, and well, 2 more rounds and it's just back to even paying. 5Degree, like we were saying in the previous round, had a really good start. 200 Knives have shown a little bit of class in these previous 3. It should be interesting now. Coots, that finish is brilliant. Not able to find as he was boosted up onto the wall. Jake is going to be the one who does not come out on top in the end of that. Plays going on at both sides of the map towards A at the moment. Divinity, if he was to make that push, that would have been a really poor time. Slump from Pebbles backing up to the A site. Bomb is towards A. .5Degree very split at the moment. 2 towards either side. Divinity had the chance to just get the first frag going into this one. But yet that eludes him. 47 seconds on the clock, and now 5Degree have got some decision making to do, and it looks like the bomb's going to start making its way around towards B. He knows his teammates have got banana control at the moment. And it looks like Divinity's just going to try and be the player that fakes the push towards the A site. Try and keep these 3 players on A, and I think he'll certainly be successful in doing so. Start making their way out now towards this one. Great little diversion there from Divinity. It's allowed these players to get onto the B side. Will they be successful is the question. 3 versus 3. Slump, Abel and Pebbles going to be the ones to do the retaking here. And while Abel needs to be careful here, because round this corner is going to be Alex. And while the timing doesn't work out for Alex, Abel's going to be the one to find the frag. 3 versus 2. Coots and Callum remaining. Coots is going to find the frag and Slump. That's big. Callum going to team up as well in a 1 versus 1. Callum in a great position to come out on top in this one. And yeah, you just saw it coming considering where he was there. Had the right angle. Pebbles not going to be expecting that position. Well, these rounds are coming quick and fast. Already into round 10. 5Degree picking up the first 5, and that's their first round after the 3 that 200 Knives managed to take in very quick succession. Very much playing off the mistakes of 5Degree in a lot of situations. See this aggression coming out from Az again now. Surely 5Degree have to be sort of privy to this at this point. Az has very much benefited from being where he is previously, and well, Callum, you can see his position at the moment. Very much aware of it, but Dak, where did that frag come from? Through the smoke, it must have been. He was able to find that one. I'm spraying through it. Manages to get caught off guard. Haz is going to be the one to find the frag onto Alex in the end. So both of those banana players getting crucial frags. And these T players now are forced to go to the A site. Just as I say that, they're going to start making their way back towards banana. And well, that is definitely going to be a tricky situation for them. Dark and Haz are going to hold a nice little sandwich. But somehow 5Degree, you could say, come out on top at the end of that one. Jake's going to be the only player to go down. And come on, Abel, start moving. It's going to be obvious at this point. 5Degree are going to be on the site in a moment. Pebbles, she gets herself in. That's going to be a very difficult situation now for Divinity. He's going to go down in the end. Abel's going to find the frag onto Divinity. Pebbles with the defuse. This is going to bring us to 4-6. So I think we're going to have a very close first half here. And I think it's exactly what I predicted. Oh, Pebbles making it close for us. Not sure if he meant to do that.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
4 rounds to 6 as we move into round number 11. I'm just looking at it at the moment. It just feels like kind of either team could take this one, but even though 5Degree are 6 rounds in front at the moment, I do have to admit I am starting to slightly favour this 200 knife side. I think their ability to come back, and they do just seem more willing to win this one. Inventive plays towards banana, and Abel's going to find this first frag for 200 knives. Good start for them going into this one. Limited weaponry, utility going to be out for 5Degree at the moment. Only a smoke on Alex, so definitely not going to be favoured going into this one. Massive nice frag from Dark as he's using Deagle to add some insults to injury. Swaps his weapon out in the end. He's going to find both Jake and Alex. A round expected for 200 knives to win. They do come away with it in the end, 5-6, and this is 200 knives round to just to try and even this one up as we move now into round number 12. 200 knives starting to show a little bit of strength, a little bit of consistency coming out after losing those first 5 in a row. Going to be a double op setup actually now coming out for 200 knives. Haz and Pebbles going to be the players with those weapons. Divinity is not having a good time at the moment. He's going to go down to 52 HP before the really gets underway. Bomb so far not really heading to any particular direction, and this play that we've seen coming out from 200 knives now, 5Degree have yet to get it. 200 knives full banana control, and this is going to be really crucial. 5Degree are just so limited to where they can go because of this presence, really. Because that smoke's come in, we actually don't know the sign. Slump. He's going to find himself 2. Pebbles is going to be able to take down Jake. It's going to be Coops and Calm to try and salvage something from this round. Should be able to potentially get the bomb down. That is definitely the bomb down. Goose and Callum, 2 AK-47s. Pebbles and Haz, actually the 2 AWPers for the double AWP setup, are going to be 2 of the players who are still alive here. And I thought for a second we might see a DAC run boost there. Looked like they were shaping up for it. DAC going to be the first player to start swinging round. Surely not Haz. Surely not. Why does he even have that weapon? Well, started to look a little bit CSGO matchmaking there, as we did see a feature of the Dual Elites, the Lara Croft Tomb Raider special, coming out to find the final 2 frags onto 5Degree and just a little bit of salt in the wounds. Pebbles had to react fast to that one. A jumping 5Degree player definitely met him there, and Pebbles actually does find the frag in the end. Goose is going to trade it out, but Slum's starting to shine as here. Finds the frag eventually onto Divinity, follows another one up onto Alex. and that's going to leave Callum in a 1 versus 4. He has been able to claim himself an AWP, and I think the challenge for him at this point, and definitely something the rest of his team will be wanting to do, is just try and bring this into the next round. Not expecting anything special at the moment. Callum currently on a KD of 8 and 9. Confidence probably not shining too strong. And well, unfortunately, shots like this probably don't expect a 1 versus 4 coming out. Needs to be careful because right round this corner is imminent danger. Abel does give away his position, but Callum getting a little bit too aggressive. He's going to get taken down in the end. Abel going to be able to find the frag in apartments. 200k going to stick with this double ult setup that they've had going on, which has been so successful. 5Degree now, just as I started to say about 5 rounds ago, that 200k was starting to look a little more promising, even though they were 2 rounds down. Have managed to convert this into winning ways. 5Degree just to revitalise themselves a bit, gain a little bit of control, especially towards Banana at the moment. 5Degree just not challenging it all, and that means that 200 Nice can just safely have 3 very pushed up players on A. They just don't need to really worry about it, while both Haz and Dak are so pushed up. Dak is trying to try and save his teammate. Haz is going to go down in the end, and well, we're going to see that B push come out now finally for 5Degree. This has been their more successful site in regards to where their round wins have come from. It's always supposed to go that way from Alex. And well, it doesn't matter either way, because he's going to find a frag through the smoke onto Pebbles. Absolute gift of a frag, and that's going to about seal it for Abel, really, who's going to have to just focus on bringing this weapon through into the last round. 5Degree are going to be able to level it. The question is, are they going to be able to take this weapon away from Abel? Bomb ticks away. Well, 5Degree going to exit as a team. Not going to be able to find Abel in the end. He's going to be able to bring that weapon through. Last round of the first half. 7-7. So one of these teams going to be moving forward with a round lead. But at the moment, 2 very even teams. Both teams in every single round so far just seem capable of taking it. It's just who's sort of going to make the first mistake, really. And it's interesting actually this time, Haz and Dak not going to be as aggressive towards Banana. That smoke though still just going to push and pin 5Degree right where they are, and the boost works well. Haz onto the wall. That's a great flick from Haz. Thought for a second that we might just see a Haz special on Banana. Alex and Divinity going to find some early frags into this one. Well, look at Pebbles at the moment. Could work out to be quite beneficial, but not going to be. Dak's going to have to fight up against 2 team players. He's going to find one, and for a second there, Alex was in some absolute perilous danger. Fate going to come out from him as he tries to find Pebbles. Well, he's going to take a little bit of damage, firstly from Slump, but the final threat, the final nade's going to find the kill from Pebbles. 8-7 as 200 Knives take an early lead going into the second half of Inferno. Best of 1. This is week 1 of these group stage games, these division games. Remember, both of these teams have played each other in different tournaments. They're both familiar with each other. And this is very much for some of these players, I could definitely tell you it's going to be a who's on top kind of game. Both of these teams have been in the past able to beat each other, so could go either way. We're going to see a very close game. I'd suggest, final scoreline is going to be around the range of, in my opinion, we'll see something like maybe 16-14 at the end of it. start seeing side push towards A. Alex is going to find himself one. I was going to find Coots here. In fact, Callum able to find a lurking T player on the B side as the bomb goes down. Divinity has a chance here. He is going to find the frag. Not on the first call of asking, but is going to go down. But also is the bomb for 200 knives, and this could actually be quite good actually. If Dak can just hold this position, and maybe if Abel was to stay crouched in that position, that would have been a nice little fake. They wouldn't have known the position. But unfortunately, a little bit of aggression from Abel and Dak there. Too much aggression, if you ask me, is their own undoing. And that's going to give 5Degree the pistol round, and also going to even things up. Still very much neck and neck, but 5Degree should be expected to take the second round of the second half. Rounds to 8. It's going to be interesting to see how 5Degree handle the approach of Banana in this game. 200 knives, I have to say. Things I've mentioned previously is Dak and I think it was Dak and Haz on Banana. In my opinion, probably have, for themselves anyway, a fantastic half just playing in this area. Himself 2, 3 even. Slumped Dak and Pebble's going to go down to him, and well, Alex, I think he managed to find himself 4 at the end of that one. He's going to find himself as the top fragger at the moment for 5Degree. 15 frags to 12. Pebble's going to be the highest for 200k on 16 to 12. Slump being the bottom of 200k at the moment, 8 to 10 for this guy. So really even distribution of frags almost from both of these sides. Both of these sides sort of doing equal performances across the board, and that pretty much reflects in the scoreline we're seeing at the moment. 8 rounds to 9. 5Degree do have a 1 round lead as we move into the third round of the second half. About these two teams is there's players at any point that could just find themselves multiple frags and just really bring a round home for their team. This is definitely going to be a tricky one for 200 knives. 4 CZs going to be being brought out at the moment. Abel going to be playing Glock, possibly saving for an AWP. You do see a grouping of 200 nice players towards this B site. 40 seconds remaining, so possibly about to see something come up. We need to be careful where Jake is at the moment, but it's going to be 200 knives who are going to come out on top. They're going to be able to claim themselves a weapon. There's going to be 4 players now attacking this B site. Coops is in a dangerous situation, and this is fantastic from 200 knives. They've been able to claim themselves a couple of weapons. Callum would be in a good spot to find one of these players, but that's a boost coming out from Dak at the moment. And Divinity is going to check the angle. Yes, he is. He's going to find Haz. Possibly more for him to find as the clip becomes empty in the FAMAS, and Divinity's got to find himself 3 frags now. And it's just not going to be the case. 200 knives. How do they win that? 9 to 9. CZ's reigning supreme. This is post-nerf this is post-nerf CZ. Showing us why it's still very formidable. Teams just cannot let off on these rounds. And 200k possibly back into the driver's seat, taking away that round lead from 5Degree. Molotov just going to clear things out as the entirety of 200k just creeping towards this B site. Might have identified a weakness in 5Degree here. 200k were a lot more consistent in holding this down, and we're going to see that utility being used at this point. Coots does start angling round this smoke. Possibly going to be something to spam at some point. Slump just checking a couple of angles, making sure no one's going to be on plan or from there. It's a bomb going to go down with at the moment without 200 knives or 5Degree losing a single player. So we're probably going to see like 200 knives here. This round pretty convincingly, considering the weaponry they've got. Not going to allow CZs taking up the best of them like it happened with 5Degree. And Dak in a perfect position here to line this frag up with Jake. If Jake gets a little bit too aggressive, he knows he's going to do so. Dak does find the frag, gets a little bit scary for him, down to 20 HP, but he's going to survive at the end of it. And once again, the way this game going shifts once again. We see it move in the hands of 5Degree, then back to 200 knives. Very much a roller coaster in regards to who's going to be going to have the potentiality of winning this one. Rounds to 9, and once again 200 knives just taking advantage of this lackluster B hold, this lackluster banana hold coming out from 5Degree. Weakness very much identified. Well, it's time for 200 knives to execute that weakness and make as much of it as possible. Jake has managed to find he's not gonna. In fact, he does find himself another one onto Dak. But that is going to open things up now for 200 knives to start getting the bomb down. Still looking positive. Divinity needs to be careful not to get taken down nice and early here. The original op shots missed, but somehow Pebbles is able to get away with 3 HP there. Divinity not going to be able to convert that into a frag. And now Divinity, you thought for a second he might be in the driver's seat, able to take himself an op. Not going to be the case. That's a nice frag onto Hasco, but Abel, he's going to be able to find both Callum and Divinity, both lining up for him. 200 knives are going to take another round, and individual plays being absolutely supreme for both of these teams at the moment. If you ask me at the moment though, 5Degree definitely need to shake something around on this B site. Things just are not working for him, and 200 knives have just found the wound of 5Degree, and they're just pushing it. Look at this at the moment. It's just almost like 5Degree just don't even have a chance when it comes to the just trying to take banana control. Slump for a bit of probing towards it. But that being said, maybe not wanting to keep running the same play over and over, might try and go for an ace just so they don't fall into consistency. It's a nice flash from Slump. He's actually in the fire at the moment. He's going to go down to it. Slump is gonna. It's gonna burn even. How's that's gonna burn Slump, I believe. Yeah, how's that's gonna burn Slump? I got a little bit confused in there. As we do see Jake gonna be the last player alive for 5Degree. CZ in hand. He's actually gonna try and make a play for this now, but position's being given away. And that just adds an extreme level of difficulty to get sandwiched. Runs into 3 players of 200k. If he was to go the other way, there'd have been another 200k player. For the first time in this game, 200 knives probably, from what I gather, take their biggest round advantage. We are going to see a pause coming out at the moment. $200 knives didn't start off the game with the best run. Did see 5Degree pick up 5 rounds in a row, but since then 200 knives have managed to get back into the game, and then consistently after that have shown us good plays. And I think the best plays in this entire game have just been, you know, for 200 knives has just been on banana. I've mentioned that particular position over and over and over in this game, and the original plays from Dak and Haz able to just lock that down. 5Degree on their T side weren't able to even enter that site early round, being completely blocked by a smoke, too afraid to push through, and that's allowed them to push forward and a lot of times flank round behind this 5Degree side. And now things have switched over. 200 knives on the T side have looked to take control of that from the T perspective, and they certainly have done, blocking off early spots where they could get picked by an alt player, using utility correctly. And 200 knives, those type of plays, using those utility in the positioning, which is why I think they've probably come out on top in a lot of these situations here. It's kind of interesting that Jake throws that smoke. I've seen him do it a few times now, which is understandable in some cases, but he is kind of blocking himself off from finding anything towards Banana and almost handing it towards 200 Knives. That being said, 200 Knives going to be looking to go for another A hit. Previous one working successfully. Divinity going to be the first player to try and make this not happen. He's going to find himself 2 frags. Should be able to find Slumph. Possibly might look to play aggressive and find Pebbles. Not going to be the case as Pebbles does find the frag. Pebbles and Dak in a 2 versus 4 situation. Possibly going to try to start wrapping back towards the B site. Do you have to be careful because Coots is going to be lying in wait for this one. Look at where he is at the moment. Coots on top of this one. No, Dak. He's going to find the frag onto Coots, and well, if Coots just had a little bit more patience by the end of that one, he could have took it. That's going to make this certainly possible now for 200 Knives, who are very much in the possibility of coming away with this one, which didn't look the case after that A push. Dak is going to take a few shots there, going down to 35 HP. Jake just round this corner. Pebbles going to get spammed through the smoke, and Pebbles has 2 players around the corner waiting for him. Surely not going to come out on top. Not going to be the case. 5Degree are going to pick up the round just to try and keep this game nice and level for us. 5Degree are going to put that back to 10 rounds. These two sides at the moment, neither of them wanting to give up the lead for too long. Possibly this could be a 5Degree coming back into this one and maybe try and even things up. 200k have a lot of economy to work with at the moment though. Pebbles still with plenty to work with, so we're going to see full weaponry and utility coming out for 200 Knives at the moment. Divinity going to be on a bit of a limited one. And smoke coming out for this guy. Well, Jake just absolutely bullied off Banana once again there. 200 Knives not even aggressively pushing it at the moment. Making the most of that utility on the T side. 5Degree not wanting to put too many players to this B side just in case they're wrong, and this is where some probing and some information from 5Degree could be really important. Well, it's just getting a little messy as we look towards the B site. He should be able to get the bomb down at the moment, but Dak's got to be so careful. 15 HP. Alex could start spamming through the smoke, and somehow Dak gets away with this. Pebbles is going to find the frag onto Alex, and it's all going to be on Callum. He's going to go down just as we switch to him. Pebbles is going to be the one to find it in the end. 200 now is going to bring that 3-round lead back into their possession. And I said before this game, I kind of favoured 5Degree going into this. They've had a better run of form lately. 200 Knives do the best at LAN by any stretch of the mark. But this certainly is a step in the right direction if they can come away with a win against a team like 5Degree. Are having great runs elsewhere outside of VAL CS. Potentially a light work of 5Degree here as they are running a few upgraded pistols. Some are still using USP. Callum going to be USP. Alex with a Deagle. 200 Knives not going to take any risks though. They're aware that the B site's most likely going to be free of players. Careful of Haz though. Once again, Callum is going to be the last player alive. No T players down, so doesn't have the ability to try and look for any weapons or anything, and is going to have to go against the full HP Dak. Not going to be able to connect with him even. It is going to be the case that 200 Knives are going to extend this now to 4-round advantage. VAL CS Week 1, Season 2. shout outs to Nitrous Networks and Blizzard Tech for making this possible. Once again, 200 Knives just pressing where it hurts on this B site. There is going to be 3 5-degree players on this site to watch out for at the moment. Should be able to dispatch with ease. And well, actually, Hazard's going to take down Dak there. Still going to be a difficult retake coming out from 5-degree. USP and 2ZZs to work with. Well, make that 2ZZs as Haz dispatches of Alex. As Jake moves around at the moment, and I think the best 5-degree for now is maybe just try and going to be the case though. Jake's going to go down. 200 Knives find themselves on match point as we move into round 26. 5-degree started off the game really well, but since then, unfortunately for them, they've been a little lackluster. They've been bullied off the B side, bullied off of Banana. They've been strong for the players that have played A. In my opinion, they've been good at holding their positions. Don't get me wrong, 200 Knives has been able to penetrate it at times. That being said, in my opinion anyway, 200 Knives have certainly ran the show after the first 5 rounds that were found from 5-degree. It's going to be interesting to see what 200 Knives do now. They can't be expecting to win this one despite the fact that they're on match point. Need to still play this careful, need to still really think about what they're doing, play for some information. If they are going to go for this A site, it could be a good decision. They did have 3 players pinned towards this B site. Divinity looks like he's decided to make his way over to B and give them a little support. Clearly 5-degree also realising that there's a bit of a failure towards this B site in terms of holding it down. Well, utility now should be about to rain in from this T side, or at least what of it there is left. Interesting weapon is actually Dak's going to be on an SSG. Similar to the previous, I believe. So it's just going to push straight into the line of fire. 4 versus 4 as Divinity and Abel find some frags. Alex is going to be able to find the frag onto Abel, and this has kind of changed the way that 200 Knives are playing at the moment. A couple of players starting to make their way back towards the A site. Well, Callum has let them get right past him at the moment. Dak's not going to be fortunate enough to find any players off guard, but the bomb is going to go down. Pebbles is going to miss the flick on the second time of asking his, though. He's going to find Alex. 3 versus 3. 200 Knives looking to take this one. This is match point, ladies and gentlemen, as we move into this one at the moment. Well, look at my Dak's playing at the moment. This is really, really passive from him, and he does find the frag, and well, it's all going to be on Callum. Last alive for his side. That's a good frag onto Pebbles, but the time is ticking away. Doesn't have a kit, and he's going to have to just stick it out for the best, really. Hazard's going to find it. 200k is going to take the map 16-10, and it's been a good performance from them. After those first 5 rounds, we saw a strong start coming out from 5-degree, but after that, really